Thanks a lot, Jerry. Coming up next on Wall Extra, high school basketball player with size 21 shoes. Yeah, plus a record-breaking NFL draft on the horizon for the Buckeyes. Stay with us. Wall-to-Wall Sports Extra coming up next. When I was young, my mother used to tell me a story about an old man who lived in a shoe. I always thought, what if? Turns out it's not as crazy as you might think. At Northside Christian School in Westerville, there's a sophomore basketball player, and once he graduates, I can promise no one will fill his shoes. Kayla Anderson has the story.
Standing at 6'5", Joshua Peeler might look like an upperclassman.
Remember, I want you to close out.
But he's only a sophomore. Lions head coach Brian Leland has known Joshua since he was in middle school.
When he was younger, it was hard to tell that he was going to be as big as he's gotten.
You see, he's always enjoyed a height advantage growing up, but that wasn't the real reason behind him picking up a basketball in the first place.
I've always loved basketball, so it's never been a big deal about like, oh, I should get into basketball. I would be playing basketball whether I was big or small.
Standing a few inches above almost all his competition is a plus, but there's one thing that has been a bit of a challenge.
My feet curl up just because they've always been so confined.
Finding shoes that fit. He went from wearing a size 20 at the start of the season to now sporting a size 21.5.
You see, I wear a size 7.5 in my sneakers. I can find those shoes at any local store. But as for Joshua, he had to do some special searching for these beauties.
We started just going through all the websites of any shoe people.
Nothing, no luck, until
one day I came home from school and my mom told me, oh, hey, there's this person that wrote a letter to the Cavs. She got a box 2 days later on her porch with these shoes in them.
Not only did Joshua score by finding a pair that fit, but he hit a slam dunk when he realized they used to belong to NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal.
Well, I'd always kind of dreamed of being like as big as Shaq, and I knew my feet were getting close to that, and I was like, oh, that would be so cool if maybe I got big enough to have Shaq's shoes. And then lo and behold, I actually got to have Shaq's shoes.
The shoes have been the talk around school.
Everyone in the school wanted to hold them, touch them, put them on.
And they've also done some good work on the court.
He scored 21 points in the game, which is his season high, so I think that's pretty good evidence.
They're made to support a big person, so this is the first time I've ever actually felt like legitimate.
Kayla Anderson, 10 TV Sports.